Hello and welcome to another YouTube video. Today I want to talk about 3 health foods, so-called health foods, I don't eat anymore. So back then when I started my raw vegan journey, my raw vegan lifestyle, I used to eat them as well. And I was not aware of the fact that they are actually not healthy. So what are these foods? Let me explain and let me start with the first one. The first so-called health food that I don't eat anymore is oil. Oil is 100% fat and there is nothing in there, no other macronutrients. So we have 100% fat. And it's not only fat, it's isolated fat. So compared if you eat a whole avocado, or if you eat some nuts, walnuts, or seeds like hemp seeds, or you name it, that's a complete other story. So if you eat the whole fats, we have vitamins in there, we have fiber in there, we have minerals, we have proteins, we have carbohydrates in there. It's not only the isolated fat, but when it comes to oils, it's nothing else but 100% fat. And it really is a burden on your body. So if you consume 100% isolated, concentrated fat, it is really hard for your body to digest it, to process it, and to get rid of it. So your body really has to do the work, and it's a lot. And it also inhibits the hormone insulin. If you are not able to produce or to actually use the hormone insulin, what happens is that the sugar from your bloodstream cannot go into your cells. And guess what? If you have too much sugar in your blood, this is called, at one point, this is called diabetes or pre-diabetes and hypoglycemia. So we don't want to have too much sugar in our blood. And it's not a sugar, it's actually the oil. So if you clog up your system with so much fat, which is in oil, then your whole system will slow down, all the metabolic processes will slow down, and you will really not feel your best. And that's why I don't eat oils. I really don't eat them. So at the beginning, when I started my raw vegan lifestyle, I would already not eat oil, and even before I didn't eat oil. But what I would eat is, for example, if I went to a restaurant or they had a dressing and obviously it was with oil, then I would say, okay, that's fine for like an exception. And also if I had something like energy balls or raw vegan cakes, there are some raw vegan cheesecakes or whatever cakes, and they have coconut oil or something like this, or avocado oil, or I don't know. These are things I would eat at the beginning. We also have some spreads, which are usually meant for bread, so you can spread them on bread. And in the grocery store, I can find spreads like paprika, cashew, or there are so many different spreads. And these are also packed with oils. In the beginning, I would still eat them. I thought, okay, it's just the main part of these ingredients are vegetables, but there is still so much oil in there, in these spreads or dips or sauces you can buy. So that's what I don't do anymore. I hope you will think about it and maybe give it a try. Just skip the oil in your diet and you will feel so much better, because since I don't consume isolated fats anymore, my system can work so much better and I can absorb nutrients better. My bloodstream is not overloaded with sugar. The sugar can immediately go to my cells, so I feel energized and my vitality is just so much better. So I highly recommend to skip the oils. The second thing I don't eat anymore is, drumroll, nutritional yeast. Yes, you heard it right. I know it can be delicious. You can use it for cheesy sauces and you can put a little bit into dressings if you really want to create a cheesy flavor at one point. But eating it like me, like crazy, like I did before, let me tell you, I would put nutritional yeast over everything, literally over everything. I mean, not fruit, obviously, but every day on my salad, I could not eat it without nutritional yeast, because it was kind of my salt replacement, I guess. I avoided salt right from the beginning, but I was searching for another salty flavor, and nutritional yeast is kind of salty and cheesy, and it gives you this flavor which you are used to. So I used it a lot, and what I recognized and realized at one point is that it's just dry. It's dry, completely dry yeast. And what the fuck should I do with yeast in my body? So no. That's an absolute no-go. Additionally to this fact that it's just yeast and super dry, I found out after reading the books from Medical Medium that nutritional yeast actually also feeds pathogens and viruses and bacteria in our body. So this is nothing I consume anymore. I just don't need it anymore. And if you are kind of addicted to nutritional yeast, I get it. It's really, it gives you this, flavor explosion if you put it on savory dishes. But once you really, really realize that it's not going to serve you, just, throw it away. Don't consume it anymore. And then you can really find so many other dressings. Also check out my other videos. I have tons of healthy salad dressings and dips and sauces, and you don't need to add nutritional yeast to them. So please, no nutritional yeast from today on. And the thing is, they claim it to be a health food because some vegans tell you need nutritional yeast, you need to add it because it's high in vitamin B12, and you basically cannot get vitamin B12 from anything else. But that's not true. It's fortified. The nutritional yeast is fortified with vitamin B. So it's also just a supplement in there. And it's not actually in the yeast. So you don't need to eat it. You just don't need. No. Don't do it. Okay. That being said, what's the third so-called health food? And the third health food is peanuts. So they tell you they are high in protein, and peanut butter on your oatmeal, for example, makes it nutritionally so much higher in nutrients, and it just levels up your oatmeal, and it adds healthy fats and all these healthy proteins for muscle gain and so on and so forth. That's just not how it works. First of all, it's super high in fat. Like with the oils, it's the same issue when you consume lots of fruits, which you should on a raw vegan lifestyle. So consuming a lot of peanuts, especially peanut butter, will not serve you at all. Then the next thing with peanuts is it can cause allergic reactions in some people. So they have some substances which are not okay for some people. They don't tolerate them, and it's just not a perfect human food. So imagine if you would go out in nature, and if you would live in nature, like really in tune with nature, you would not make a meal of peanuts. You would not go to a peanut tree and pick them. You have to peel them and get rid of the shells, and it's just too much work. And in order to get a whole meal out of peanuts so that it's actually enough and satiating, you would need a lot of peanuts, and that's just not realistic and not doable and not recommendable, because it's just too much fat in your system again. And the peanuts can also have an inflammatory effect on your body. So they are highly inflammatory, and they are also kind of acid forming. So I would really not consume peanuts. Instead, you can just have other nuts like walnuts, or seeds are even better than nuts in my opinion. They have so much good nutrition, and pumpkin seeds especially. I love pumpkin seeds. I love hemp seeds, sunflower seeds, chia seeds, linseeds. Just experiment with them instead of eating too much peanuts. So these are the 3 so-called health foods which I found out they are not healthy for us humans. And I would highly recommend to give it a try and just yeah, maybe for 2 or 4 weeks, just leave them out and see how you feel, and I promise you will feel better. At least this was the case for me. And let me know in the comments below if you like these informative videos where I just share information or experiences, and also if you like this format with voiceover and pictures instead of a whole real video. So just let me know, I'm curious, and then I see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, so much love and peace out. Bye guys!